you doing?
Not bad, my friend. Yourself?
Aye, literally just in the door for the game, mate. So, aye, straight on here. And it was in sunshine, actually, a cracking seat. Maybe a wee bit too far down the front to see the game properly. I like to be a wee bit higher up, almost at pitch level, and you spend most of the game looking at the screen to see a better angle of things and all that. But sun was shining, and aye, it was good.
Aye, it looked like you had the old Spanish weather the other day, water breaks and everything, which you hardly see in Scottish football. But aye, good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Four Leaf Clover post-match show with myself and our Andy. Our Michelle's working, our Jerry's away watching his boy swimming, and we give you a wee update of what Paddy's up to last night. Celtic 3, Hibs 1. Andy, you are at the game today, which was good to hear and see as well, mate. When you seen that starting lineup, were you a bit surprised like I was, mate? Basically full strength, barring AJ and Cameron Carter-Vickers.
Aye, I think always. I think the majority of people would be surprised with that. We were all expecting wholesale changes, and it just wasn't the case, was it? Very, very strong lineup. Very good to see Schmeichel back, I must say. It was good to see him back. I think, Sinisalo's been very good for us. He looks a really half-decent keeper. But it was good to see. I didn't think we'd see Schmeichel back this season. Certainly not that early anyway, because, it's a type of injury you really need to watch being a goalkeeper. But good to see him back. Aye. And very, very surprised with the lineup, I've got to say. I thought there'd have been a lot more changes.
Aye, he sort of hinted that there would be wholesale changes, so I think we can basically assume, really, that most of that bench will start on Wednesday night, by the looks of things. And going off what he was saying, it's a bit unfair, really, when Hibs and Aberdeen are sort of fighting for third place. And, it's not a day with us, we're just doing our thing, but I can imagine that Hibs will be raging on Wednesday night when they see the team that it looks like Brendan's going to put out. But anyway, it is what it is.
That's the thing, Scott. They'd have been watching that presser as well and taking on what he was saying, and maybe had the impression that it was going to be a kind of almost a second string team out of the day, and it simply wasn't the case. I think Hibs offered very little, to be honest with you. It reminded me very much of the last meeting there. Yeah. They seemed quite content with what they were doing. I really didn't see them as a major threat, apart from the obvious ones, which is long throw ones, set pieces and that, which is our kind of Achilles heel at times.
Yeah. So the game started, mate. They gave us a guard of honour. It was good to see the mascots today at Celtic. There was a lot of the mascots had disabilities and sensory problems. I seen Dyson Maida had a guide dog at them as well. And also the Hibs players were wearing black armbands. I'm not sure if you've seen this before the game, mate, but their former chairman, Tom Farmer, he died today. The guy on QuickFit, he died today. He was like their sort of Fergus McCann.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember back, mate. Wallace Mercer. He was trying to merge sort of Hibs and Hearts.
That's right, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. It was that was madness, wasn't it? When trying to merge the two clubs. Crazy when you think about it. But I remember Tom Farmer obviously whole quick fit thing, and then I think he started his own kind of company Farmer or something. Can't remember what it was. Still in the motoring trade right enough today with tyres, exhaust and stuff like that, I think. But I know who you're talking about.
Aye, so that's why the Hibs players had black armbands on, if anybody was asking. So, basically the game started, mate. First thing that happened really was on the 8th minute, a cracking through ball from Rio Hatate to Adam Ida. Big man should do better, really. It was a great pass through on Ida's left foot. A good stop from the keeper, though, Andy. First sort of chance in the game for us.
Aye, and I was behind that goal, and actually at the perfect angle where he was just about to, where he should have sorted that away. Round about me, there was moans and groans, and that was the first opportunity, so there was plenty more to come, but he's got to finish that, mate. I'm sorry, but he has, it was a great opportunity there, missed.
Aye, we spoke about Adam Ida quite a bit. It seems to get quite a few chances in every game, mate, and today was certainly pretty much the same, mate. So on the 13th minute, a great ball again by the man of the match today, Rio Hatate, to Maeda down the left-hand side. It was started by Scales actually in our own box. And Maeda plays the ball across, and Ida's just a ball hair away for connecting, mate. It was a great move by Celtic, and another brilliant pass by Rio Hatate.
It was actually a great ball for Maeda. It was rapid though. It was really quick, but it was kind of overstretching to reach it. But it was I would say probably that was a half chance if he just wasn't quick enough to kind of gauge that pass, because it was right across. You know what I mean? But I'll give him a pass on that one. But you're thinking if he gets anything on that, it's in the back of the net.
Aye, great move, absolutely great move, and someone you wouldn't have seen being at the game, mate. On the 15th minute, they put up a stat. We had 85% possession in that first 15 minutes. So complete domination of the ball. We had those two sort of chances, but unbelievable, mate, how we sort of penned them in. You know, this is the third best team in Scottish football, mate, and we just had them penned in that first 15 minutes.
Aye, I totally agree. I thought Celtic were cruising at that point. They were really knocking the ball about well. The only criticism, if there is one there, is sometimes it's just a wee bit too pedestrian for me. I want to see a wee bit of whiz. You can understand it. It's this point in the season. It's a warm day, and the title's done. I was kind of expecting more for Hibs to start with, to be honest with you, because a lot of teams try and kind of hit us cold for the start, you know. But I thought Celtic started very well. I was quite impressed.
Yeah, and then just at the blue, mate, on the 17th minute, what a save from Schmeichel. Hibs got lucky with a break of the ball. It falls to Boyle, and it looked like a throwback to his dad. He spreads himself amazing, mate, and what a save for Kasper Schmeichel.
Aye, fantastic save, and it was down the other end of the park for where I could probably see it. But aye, Kasper, good to see him coming in making a save like that as well, because you can. Boyle's a good player, right? I think he kind of flatters to deceive at times as well, but I think he's still kind of lethal at times. You know, getting the right situation. He should be putting that ball away, but Schmeichel does very well. Does very well. As you said, he is very much like his dad at times, isn't it? The way he spreads his cell. He's very good at that. So, good save.
Aye, I thought it was his dad that was actually in goals, mate, when I seen it. It was just a mirror image. It was good to see. And then 7 minutes later, Hibs shockingly really take the lead. They get the break of the ball again. There was a sort of water break, and it sort of broke the concentration.
The keeper had an injury. The keeper, apparently so. But amazingly, after the goal, he was bouncing about like nothing was happening. You know. They had that break, and then it just so happened that's when they scored. Obviously, our concentration wasn't quite on the ball.
Yeah, it was just a nothing ball in for the right-hand side, mate. It wasn't really that good across, to be fair, and it was missed by Boyle completely. Falls to Campbell, who has a shot. And yet again, us with the bad luck when it comes to goals, it just deflects off Trusty. Falls to Boyle for an easy tap-in, mate, 1-0 Hibs.
Aye, very against the run of play. I didn't think, especially at that point when they scored, I thought they don't even look as if they're capable of scoring here. They simply didn't have the ball enough. And as I said, the usual way a lot of these teams, but in particular Hibs as well, they've got, is it Cadnick gives a long throw?
Yeah.
And is it I can't mind his name. I can't mind who it is. It's either one. I'm pretty sure it's him. So that's almost like a kind of set piece for them, or like a free kick or a corner or something like that. Something that we struggle with. So I think that's where the threats were going to come from. So I was really surprised when they did score.
Aye, it was just, as you said, mate, completely against the run of play. So then 4 minutes later, a lovely ball from the impressive Tony Ralston again today, by the way, to Engels over the defence. He takes it down beautifully, but he can't go over the ball to get it on target, mate, over the bar.
Aye, it was a good battle, wasn't it? It was a good battle of the bar. Aye, I thought Ralston done very well today.
Yeah.
Very rarely actually lets you down, Ralston. No. I think he's a very dependable player. Obviously, AJ's a better player, a more talented player, but when it comes to understudies, then how long has Ralston been at Celtic? I mean, he's a due a testimonial.
Can't be far away, aye.
He's been there a long time. Out the picture, away on loan in places and stuff like that, and constantly, but he's always constantly there, and he's always come in and I would say 99 times out of 100 done his job pretty well. Do you know what I mean? So, he's one of the dependable players. You always know what you're going to get with Wilson. But he always puts in a good ball. I think he's always got a good cross in him as well. But he's got that real, a bit like AJ as well, really combative. You know, he's up for a fight, and he'll give you 100% effort all the time.
He certainly will, mate. He certainly does as well. Bang on. And then there was a penalty check, mate, for VAR. It was a home ball inside the box in the 32nd minute. I don't know if you've seen it.
I did see it. I seen it very clearly. Aye, I was expecting a penalty there. I've got to be honest. Aye, so I was very surprised that it wasn't given.
Aye, it was a weird one. It was a very, very quick decision as well, which I was surprised about. I thought, we thought watching it on the telly that the referee was going to get called over to have a look at it, but not even that, mate. But was his hand in an unnatural position? It's one of them, innit? Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But
can you hear that in the background? I think somebody's revving a motorbike, or they've souped up their lawnmower or something. I don't know what it is, man. Which they my nut in.
Can't hear a thing, mate. Can't hear a thing. On the 41st minute, Tony Ralston with another great ball over the Hibs defence. Bashiri, he's more interested in Adam Ida's run and couldn't manage to slip in. He goes round the keeper and he strokes it in, mate. 1-1 Celtic.
Aye, it was actually a good goal. So it was Fikun. And well deserved, I think, at that point with Celtic's play. I think we certainly didn't deserve to go behind in the game, but good to see Kuhn getting the goal there to level it up.
Right, it certainly was, mate. Certainly was. He had a good game as well, actually, Kuhn, to be fair. And then on the 44th minute, mate, just 3 minutes later, the very man, Kuhn, lovely lofted pass. Ida makes a good run and an even better finish. And what a turnaround, mate. 2-1 Celtic.
Aye, he sticks the ball in the back of the net this time. It was a good move, it was a good goal, and obviously Kuhn with the assist as well. So absolutely delighted to go 2-1 up. And as much as we kind of moan about Ida, delighted for him to score as well. And then when you actually look at his goal scoring record, I know he can be frustrating. It's actually no bad record when you consider his actual time on the park. He's had very, very few full games, like starting games. I know he is now, but overall throughout the season, when you add up all his actual time on the park, his goal return is actually not too bad. But he could have a lot more. If he really kind of screws it up, mate, it should be up there with Dyson when you think about it, when you think about the chances that he actually passes up.
Yeah, well, that was 3 or 4 again in the first half. I put in a group chat, get him off at half time.
Scotty could have had 5 goals at half time, quite easily. Aye.
He's very, very frustrating, but we have to sort of give him a bit of leeway. It's not as if he's has had all these starts, but he does miss a hell of a lot of chances for me, man, and very frustrating player. So, Andy, first half, it finishes Celtic 2, Hibernian 1. A very strange half. We have all the ball, then a goal down, but we turn it around. What was your thoughts on that first half, mate?
Aye, happy enough. Obviously disappointed to lose a goal. I think I'd picked on Friday it was going to be 2-1. I thought it'd have been tighter. As I said, I was expecting more for Hibs, but I was also expecting a totally different lineup that Brendan put out. So, strong team. I thought we played well. I think at times we can be a wee bit pedestrian, but that's you're really picking at it then, aren't you? I don't want to be too... Listen, we've won the day, and I want to absolutely see the positives in that, and the league's done, and we're in a fantastic position. I think the whole squad's been fantastic throughout the whole season. When you look at it, we can have a wee kind of moans about certain games and stuff like that. You can't be on it 100% for the whole season, but I think overall we are the best team in the country. It's pretty obvious that we are, and well deserved where we are. Half time, get in. I was very happy, mate, because I think we should have. The game should have been absolutely done at that point. Me thinking the chances that we passed up.
Yeah,
Dyson had a couple, didn't I? I thought at least one anyway. Very good chance in that first half as well. So I delighted, mate, and I certainly enjoyed my kebab pie and my coke down the boat. Now, in fact, there was just at the exit, it was a load of wee boys just playing. They had a ball and they're just playing football, man. It was brilliant just to see. And then it went up into the girders kind of thing. They couldn't get it, and the wee steward at the doors, they're getting a lift up to try and get the ball down. He's trying to tell them to get now, don't do that, and all that, get away, and all the kind of older guys are like, oh, leave them alone, they're at a football game, they want to play football, you know, so it was good to see, mate, good to see.
Brilliant. And there's your answer to Tony Ralston, mate. Looks like he's going to get a wee testimonial next year then, Brooks Hanks. So
I thought it was kind of, I thought it was kind of around about that time.
So second half kicks off, mate. Kuhn picks up a yellow card in the 50th minute. A wee altercation with the Hibs defender. Don't know if you've seen that, mate, or what happened.
I don't recall that, mate, sorry.
It was pretty much ado about nothing, really, but they sort of had a wee grab at each other and both of them got booked.
I do remember, I do remember, mate,
Aye. And then on the 50th minute, the man of the match gets a absolutely beautiful goal. It's good initial play from the boys. We're spraying it around, and then it falls to Engels on the edge of the area, who picks out Hatate. And just a wonderful finish for the Japanese playmaker, mate. 3-1 Celtic. What a game he had today, again.
Aye. He's actually had been in good form recently, and we spoke about him on Friday, possibly leaving at the end of the season. And it was the fact that he was hot and cold, and his consistency was his kind of downfall, I would say, or his kind of bad point. But there's no denying the skill the guy's got. He's always got a great finish in him. He's got a worldy pass in him as well. Now and again, it's maybe the odd wayward pass that lets him down, but that was a great finish there. And I don't even know how many goals he's got this season, but he tends to pull a good goal out the bag every now and again, doesn't he? You know, what was that? I can't remember the game. The last one at Celtic Park he scored. I can't remember, mate. It's totally went out my head. But Hatate's always got a good finish on him. Very gifted player when he's on his game. So I delighted. And then at that point, I'm thinking, right, let's go. Let's get a few more, you know. But I had that kind of last day at school feeling about it, I think, you know, getting into the second half after the third goal, when you're just kind of, let's just play the game out, and that was it.
Aye, that's certainly what we did, mate, because nothing much really happened after that. On the 71st minute, Bernardo and Forrest come on, Kuhn and Kalmak off. On the 78th minute, Johnny Kenny and McCowan on for Ida and Hatate. I've seen a few comments as well. Did you think that was a bit late for Johnny Kenny to come on the 78th minute?
I did, mate. Aye. I made the changes a lot sooner. I made a lot of the changes a lot sooner. I'd even said to start the second half, make them in. Give the boy a chance, give him an opportunity. He does already got his goal, which he'll be happy with. So there was an opportunity there to really change it out a wee bit. So this whoever it is doing man nothing by the way. I'm going to go out and say something. But it's just put me off. So he did make the changes at that point. I think it was a bit late. He could have made it a lot sooner. There was nothing stopping him doing it.
Aye, it seemed pretty late for me as well, man. But it looks like he's probably going to get a start on Wednesday night, by the looks of things, if that's the way he's doing it. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what team he puts out on Wednesday. It should be fun. And on the 84th minute, mate, great to see this as well. Brendan does it quite a bit, mate. 17-year-old Sean McCardle on for his debut. On for Engels, just brilliant to see, and a great moment for the boy and his family.
Aye, delighted for him. We're going about the whole youth system and when they're actually going to get a chance to come on. I know it's only the last 5 minutes or so, but you know that will mean a lot to him. The fact that he's got in the park today. I want to see Mary it, and we've spoken about the reasons why there is restrictions with bringing on your young players or try to bring through so many young players. Is the pressure basically. The pressure that the manager's under, the expectations of the fans to win every single game and no drop 1 point is very hard for you to make the adjustments to introduce young players, you know. So this is basically the only opportunity you can get today is when the league is done and it's almost a dead rubber game. Then you can maybe introduce these young players. But delighted for him and his family. I'm sure it was a proud day for them.
Right, certainly was, mate. Certainly was. And then just one more chance after that, really, mate, on the 92nd minute. I don't know if you were still in the stadium then, mate, but a great try for Luke McCowan. Plenty of power, but a good save from the keeper. Did you see that at the end, mate?
Didn't mate? I was off ski.
Aye, I was going to say, I wasn't
I was
sure.
off ski trying to get a train. I ended up, I had to wait for the train anyway, but I was off, mate. I missed that. I apologise. I was actually in my head and I went, I need to get him and do a post-match. I should be staying here right to the very end. And I just thought, I need to make sure I go on this train or I'm not making a post-match at all. But I'm sorry, mate, I missed that.
And Chris is asking, mate, is that noise telling you the dildo's fully charged, mate? Did you put it on before you went to the football?
Well, Chris obviously recognises that noise, so fair dues, Chris.
Chris certainly recognises that noise, aye, for sure. Oh, brilliant. So the match finishes 3-1, mate, to the champions. Rio Hatate, man of the match. Don't know if you know this as well, mate, but they mentioned it before the game. Brendan's gave them a wee task. We needed 5 goals to break our home goals record in a season, which was set back in 2003. So we only need 2 now, mate, and we've actually broken that as well. Talk us through that performance, my man. What did you think?
Aye, very, very happy. You can look at a game and you can pick wee bits out, but why do it? You know, we've got another 3 points, another victory at Celtic Park. We're champions. It was an absolutely stunning day. Seeing all the white legs out the day, the shorts, even all the women had shorts on. Do you know what I mean? So, it was good to see. I love going to the football when it's weather like that. See when it's winter time and you're maybe in the top tier with Baz and Hoggy. I'm telling you, I've been in their seats when it's been cold, mate, and you're no one other disappear at half time at times. I don't blame them. Sorry, guys, if I just let that cat out the bag, but
just crashed it.
An absolutely fantastic day. Really enjoyed it. Met up with Baz and Hoggy as well before the game, so it was good to see them. Good guys, and I enjoyed it. Good. To be fair to Hibs fans, they kind of added to the atmosphere as well. It's good to see a Palestine flag in their end as well. So, you know, kind of, you would say they're like-minded people as well. So, delighted, mate. Happy.
Good man. And Ped Costello there, I want to become a better member. Please help. We haven't got memberships at the minute, Ped, but you can go on to we'll get it sorted out soon. If you go into the YouTube page, mate, you can hit the subscribe button, and that's free. You know, you can just hit that subscribe button, mate. Our subscribers are going up every single week now, and as our views as well. So, just jump on there, mate. Press the subscribe button, and you know, you're welcome to join the wee community we've got.
We are going to. It's my fault. I don't know if people were watching when we first kind of went to go and monetize it. I messed it up, so that was my fault. So I need to get into doing it. I will do it, and we'll get it sorted out. And if you want to become a member, we can do that, or super chats or whatever. I don't even know really much about it, to be honest with you. We're still kind of learning ourselves. So we will get into that if people choose to join the what would you call it? A movement? Would you call us a movement or just
a community?
A community. Yeah, that's better. A community. If they want to join us, then that'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So tomorrow, mate, our opponents on Wednesday night travel to the team with the worst home record in the planet, probably. Barry. Let's see how they got on there tomorrow.
It's going to be interesting.
It certainly is, mate. And then on Wednesday night, yep, we won't have a podcast for you on Wednesday night, obviously, because the game will be on, but we will have a post-match show. We'll jump on straight after the game. As you can see, we are obviously away to Aberdeen, and we're hoping to see wholesale changes. Maybe Bernardo, McCowan getting a start, Johnny Kenny, Yang, boys like that, mate, and Sinisalo back in goals as well. Maybe just rest Casper up again. It'll be...
Scotty, what do you think he's going to do with the cup final? Do you think he's going to go with Casper or Sinisalo?
I think the team today, barring Cameron Carter-Vickers and AJ, will be the team for the final.
Do you think Cameron Carter Vickers is going to be back for the final? Do you think that'll be all right? Aye.
We said something.
How do you feel about Scales and Trusty to back both left-siders? I would have went for Rocky on the right-hand side. I think it makes more sense to have them balanced that way.
Yeah.
Plus, I think the big man really deserves another opportunity. I don't think he's let us down in a couple of appearances that he come in. Understand with Trusty, you're obviously you've got a £6 million defender. You've got to have your faith in him, I suppose. And Big Scales, does what he does. You know, we write him off so many times and he always comes back into the team, doesn't he? I'd like to see Big Rocky get an opportunity. Maybe as you said, that will happen in Wednesday night, and we'll get to have a look at these players and see what they can do. It's a great opportunity for them to, you know, grasp, try and get the shirt off of the person that already holds it. So I'm looking forward to seeing a wee bit of a change in the lineup and see what the kind of fringe players can do. Hopefully they step up to the plate and put in a good performance.
Aye, bang on, mate. Absolutely bang on. I think there's going to be wholesale changes on Wednesday night for sure. It'd be good if Sean McArdle even got a start as well. You know, the young boy that came on the day. That'd be absolutely fantastic to see. Aye, that's a good shout there for Chris as well. What about getting a half each for the cup final for the goalies?
I suppose it depends how the game pans out, doesn't it? You know, if you're in a position to do that at half time, then aye, absolutely. Why not? Aye,
bang on, mate. Absolutely bang on. So that's us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on Wednesday night. I'm not sure who's going to be on yet. Obviously, there's stuff happening in the background as we spoke to you about. Myself and Andy will certainly be here anyway with you on Wednesday night. Hopefully, the other guys can join us. We'll just need to wait and see what happens there. But thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you, Andy, for jumping on straight after the game as well, mate. We'll see you on Wednesday night. Cheers. Hail, hail.
Hail, hail. One of Hibs.
Someday you will find